welcome to this activity. So today I have here my colleague Alice. We're going to be developing this activity.
Hello, Angel. My name is Alicia.
Hi, nice to meet you, Alice. So we're going to be working together on this activity. That's good. All right. So this is for the activity for Didactics of English. So this is the activity that we have developed is pretty much for young learners. So the topic that was assigned to us, it was basic math operations. So right now I am showing the template that we're going to be using for this activity, and Alice is going to be explaining to us the material that we're going to be using with our students. So the activity format is really simple. We have pretty much a lot of topics that we are really covering. For example, the topic is going to be basic math operations. The level that we're going to be having for our students is going to be beginners. So they are pretty much in the pre-A1 level. The duration of the class is going to be, or the activity actually, it's going to be 15 minutes. And we have the description of students. We're going to be working with 10 students. The age is going to be between 5 and 7 years old. And the purpose is learning vocabulary in English. They have a basic level of English, and the institution is going to be the online practice. So the objective, so all of the activities, they need to have an objective. So at the end of this class, students will be able to add within 10 in an online game activity with 100% accuracy. So that's good. For this activity, we have the content. We have divided the content into two parts, language functions and language structures. For the functions, we have I have and then a number. For example, I have 5 toys. I have 5 apples. I have 5 fishes. And I add then a number, more toys. If I add 5 totals, if I add 5 apples, now I have this amount. So that's very much the function that we're going to be using. And the structure, it's the same that we have covered. I plus have plus the number equals then another number. So for this activity, we are going to be selecting the practice stage. And this is the one that we're going to be developing with our students on the previous session, and they should cover the presentation stage. The technique is pretty much the interactive learning. So interactive learning is a teaching method that allows students to interact with the learning material in a meaningful way. So in this activity, students interact with the online addition game to solve problems, and this helps students to learn and remember the concept of addition in a fun and engaging way. The procedure that we're going to be following is divided into 8 steps. The teacher will begin by reviewing the numbers with students. After reviewing the numbers, the teacher will introduce the addition to the students. Then we will provide with a link to the online activity. This activity is going to be developed in Google Slides. And then on the number 4, teacher will explain how the game works or this activity works and show the students how to solve the problem. So, and then we have to set a deadline. Number 6, we will work on the activity at their own pace. The teacher will monitor students' progress, and at the end, we will stop the activity at after 15 minutes, which is the time that we're going to be covering for this activity, and the material is also included here in the template. We just need to click here on the link, and we're going to be able to see the activity. So we also have the teacher's role. We have to provide the students with the necessary resources and instructions, monitor the students' progress, and provide feedback as needed. And the student's role as well, and they have to be actively involved in the learning process. They will be responsible for working independently. And also the bibliographical reference, which is the slides that we are going to be covering. So this is for all for my part. Now, Alice is going to be explaining the material.
Okay, thank you so much, Angel. Yes, it's time to present the material. For example, here we have basic math operation. This activity and didactic material for children is one of the best way to practice with the student and teach the student to learn the numbers. So he will have the first presentation that is numbers since 0 to 9. So the idea here is listen and repeat this number. For example, I'm going to start with the number 0, and the students have to repeat 0, and we are going to continue until the number 9. After that, he will have the first presentation with activity as well. So the first number is the number 1, of course, and the student have to count or choose the one finger. And I'm going to present a picture that is, for example, one elephant, and he will have some boxes, and the student can see that just one box is selected here. So the student are going to relate the number with the amount. So we are going to continue with the another slide, and okay, here we have the second number, and this is the same way. The student have to learn the number 2, select 2 fingers. I'm going to present the picture. For example, here he will have 2 birds, and it is same boxes here, and the student can see that he will have selected 2 boxes. So I'm going to continue with the another number that is 4, and this is the same activity, and the student are going to relate the number with the fingers and the pictures, and the student are going to be able to make some as in the future. For example, here he will have the number 5. This student, I'm going to select the complete fingers, the 5 fingers, and they can see 5 zeros and 5 boxes selected. So the next activity, he will have the first add with fingers. He will have 1 finger plus 1 finger equal to fingers. Then he will have 2 fingers plus 5 fingers equal 7 fingers. And finally, 4 fingers plus 7 fingers, 11 fingers. So the student can check this information, and they have to write here the correct number. And this activity is for individual students. So the idea here is that the student work, as I said before, individually, and they can count with on the fingers, and they can write here the correct number. And the idea is also monitor the students frequently. So in these presentations, the student can learn the activity with pictures and with images, but the next activity is just with numbers. For example, he will have the first activity where the students have to make the add, the sum. For example, he will have just numbers, and here the students are going to put in practice that the numbers they learned. And I think in this part, the students are going to be able to resolve these sums. For example, 6 plus 4 equals 10. And after that, 8 for plus 2 equal 10, and 5 plus 3 equals 8, and something like that. So for me, this is one of the best ways that a student can learn and can put in practice all the numbers that they learned before. So thank you so much for listen until here this activity. I hope you enjoy it.
Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.
Bye for now.